And welcome back to For Such a Time as This, the place where there is no such thing as a silent witness. Would like to start off as usual with a text from Holy Writ, John 18:37. When Pilate stood before Christ, Pilate said to him, "So you are a king?" Jesus answered, "You say that I am a king. For this purpose I was born, and for this purpose I have come into the world, to bear witness to the truth. Everyone who is of the truth listens to my voice." I think it is important to always come to the realization and the truth that if you are a Christian and the Holy Spirit is in you, you must follow truth where it leads. Don't follow where Republicans lead. Don't follow where Democrats lead. You follow where truth leads, because truth will ultimately keep you on the path with Christ. There was an incident in which the Super Bowl had, I guess, more was talked about the halftime show than was the game itself, because the game was was pretty boring. But this Bad Bunny won a whole bunch of Oscars. This guy, they talked a lot about him. The whole halftime show was done in Spanish. We didn't watch it. We turned to the TPUSA, I think, halftime show. We didn't watch it, but I'm told it was all in Spanish. Everyone says in Spanish, and they were talking about how great it was. If it's in Spanish, how do you know how great it was? If you don't speak Spanish, which I don't. And people were gushing over it like these two.
We just witnessed another, in my opinion, fantastic Super Bowl halftime show for Super Bowl 60. We saw Bad Bunny perform. Now, this was interesting because a lot of people felt different ways about Bad Bunny performing. I don't know why they felt those ways. Bad Bunny's pretty dope, and he put on, in my opinion, a pretty dope show. So,
Happy Super Bowl Sunday. I mean, what we just witnessed was awesome. I completely agree with you about the halftime show. I can't wait to get into it. Bad Bunny was amazing. And to take it from the Grammys, as Haley Bieber would say.
I don't speak Spanish, so I couldn't comment. And I wonder if they spoke Spanish also, because now that the halftime show is over and people have been analyzing it, breaking: Congressman Randy Fine says Bad Bunny's halftime show broke the law. F-bombs, pornographic lyrics on live television. If this were in English, fines would be raining down. I don't care if it's in English or Spanish. They still should be fined, right? He's sending a letter to the FCC demanding action against the NFL, NBC, and Bad Bunny. Let's see if the rules still apply. So, one of the more viral reactions to the halftime show was done by Glenn Beck, in which he actually tries to tastefully give you a glimpse of what was said in Spanish. If you don't speak Spanish like I don't, here's a little bit of, if you spoke Spanish, here's a little bit of what you would have understood.
Because if I do speak Spanish, I would be writing the FCC if I had children in the room. But these are the lyrics that supposedly were said, and I can only read a few of them. Yes, so that your panties get wet, get horny and versatile, more slutty than Betty Boop. The one who got horny, mammy, was you. Stay killing with you. P with D, P with A, P with DD, with A. Yes, push it in. I mean, okay, your T's are rubbing my N's. This year I don't want sluts. I see you with a lot of jewels and they want to stay, push it in. I see you really active and they want to stay, push it in. because you look hot, push it in completely. And then it goes to big A's and big T's and big P's and big C's. And okay, that's really?
That was just a little bit. That was just a little bit. How is that legal? So you had someone who actually tried to underneath Glenn Beck's rendition there. He actually, because he didn't speak English, what he did was he sent it to Gronk. And so if you can't read this, here's what it says. Gronk, is this true about the lyrics of Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show? Also, can you give me the word for word translation in English? Someone went to Gronk. Gronk response was, yes, Glenn Beck's reading matches translated lyrics from Bad Bunny's Safaria, which was performed at the 2026 Super Bowl halftime. Sample word-for-word English translation of explicit lines. More slut than Betty Boo. Ba-ba-da-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. So your panties get wet. Push it in. Tits rubbing my nipples. Big tits. Yeah. So what Glenn Beck said was true. What is the NFL thinking? I believe Roger Goodell was tasked with the mission to destroy the NFL. And he's doing it by trying to feminize it, trying to make it vulgar. That was not even legal. We are in a culture war. You have people who blatantly hate God, and they're trying to infect and destroy everything decent and true in our culture. Case in point, if there's not an outrage and if Roger Goodell does not lose his job over this, then I think the NFL should suffer. More and more people should stop watching the NFL. If the NFL is going to continue to try to corrupt children and stick their thumb in the face of God, someone needs to pay for the Bad Bunny scandal.